Hello, and thank you so very much for dropping by this video. A warm welcome to anyone who's new to this channel. This channel is dedicated to the life, work, and teachings of a very special to my heart, and I believe special in general, teacher named Bruno Groening. Got some pictures of him hanging right above me. This is a frequently asked question, and that is, can Bruno's teachings are there any prerequisites to follow Bruno Groening's teachings? What I mean by that is Bruno Groening taught that there is a spiritual energy that is available to help and heal, and that can help in every circumstance and every situation. And so he taught how to receive that. But one question that maybe people don't think about so much is, one way to say it is, will this work for everyone? Another way to say it is, are there any prerequisites to this path? And in my understanding, yes, there are. So I love to quote Bruno Groening, and I cannot remember the exact quote, but Bruno said that someone has to either follow the good and believe in the good, or be willing to follow the good or believe in the good. So let's break that down. And again, I'm paraphrasing here. If anyone finds that exact quote, please email it to me. So someone has to, for this path to work for them, they have to follow the good and believe in the good, or be willing to take up the good and follow the good. Okay, so if you believe in God or a higher power, and you are already striving to follow God or follow that higher power, or as Bruno said, the good, to follow goodness, harmony, then okay, you've met the prerequisites. But what about the second person, the second type of person, the person who doesn't necessarily believe, or the person who doesn't currently really follow the good? Well, Bruno says you have to be willing to, and again, I'm paraphrasing. I like to just directly quote. I like to let Bruno Groening speak for Bruno Groening, but I'm doing the best I can. So for this second type of person, there has to be a willingness to believe and a willingness to follow the good. What does that mean? I was in that. I can give a personal example. When I first found Bruno Groening's teachings, yes, I was striving to be a good person, but I did not believe in a higher power. I did not believe in a God of any kind. I was agnostic, but I was open to it. And through my experiences with Bruno's teachings, I became convinced. In this wonderful book, Powers of the Spirit, Bruno Groening gives an example. There was a woman who went to a community hour, and her husband came to get her. And the husband came in, and he was very uncomfortable, very fidgety. Beads of sweat started to pour across his face. And at a certain point, he ran out of the room. Also, I don't know what page number that is. If anyone knows the page number of this story, please email it to me. So after the person left, Bruno talked about that there are some people who are literally closed off. They are not open to the divine. They're not open to goodness. And for such people, the divine power actually feels uncomfortable. So that's a very graphic example of the necessity of being open to goodness, being open to the divine. Here's a quote from Bruno Groening. This is from Powers of the Spirit, page 20. The soul is therefore the receiving device for the healing stream being the divine energy. A good will opens the mirror of the soul, and the power can flow, but it will not let in even the tiniest bad feeling, because it will shut itself up as quick as lightning. So if someone is not open to the good, is not open to positivity, to love, to God, to kindness, if they are completely shut off from it, then this is probably not the path for them. We can maybe tune in for them, or we can pray for them, but there has to be an openness to the good and an openness to believe in a higher power. I've shared before, I've met people, so many people call themselves atheists, and there's a variety of what that means. Some people are atheists and they say, I will not believe no matter what. Basically, if I can't measure God or something spiritual or metaphysical with an instrument, I refuse to believe. I don't care what you tell me. I don't even care what I experience. I will not believe. For that type of person, this path isn't appropriate. They are closed off from the divine. Now, there's another type of atheist is I don't believe because I haven't seen evidence. If there's evidence, then I'll believe. That's more someone who's more of an agnostic, and such a person, this path is potentially possible for if they treat it kind of as a scientific experiment, which is a little bit what I did. I said, I'm going to try this and see what happens. That was almost the exact thought I had. But notice in that thought, there's an openness. I'll try this and see. So those are, to my point of view, oh, I just saw this message from Andy. Good morning, divine creation. Good morning to you, divine creation. From my point of view, those are the prerequisites for this path. A belief in a higher power and a willingness to strive for the good, or, a belief in the higher power and or the willingness to believe in a higher power and the willingness to strive for the good. So thank you so very much, everyone, for joining in. And I wish you a blessed, blessed day. Take care.